Madam Speaker, it is not surprising that when we started this house, the presence of these young people is intimidating other members of political parties. It's not surprising that these young people are just looking for opportunities and not for insults. These young people are going through pain and difficulties. There are other political leaders, they are calling them drunkards from Pep Store. I'm calling them heroes that will fight crime. And I'm calling them defenders of our democracy. I'm calling them the future of a safer Gauteng. And I want to urge them, don't be disturbed. Don't be disturbed by these utterances. To me, you are indeed heroes. And to me and the people of this province, where people in our communities were not policed before, today they are policed. Where our mothers and fathers were marked on their way to taxi ranks, today that has come to an end because you are defending them. Today, where young people were raped and attacked, that is no longer taking place because we are protecting them and we are proud of you. Madam Speaker, the fight against crime must be accelerated. The fight against crime must be non-negotiable. Madam Speaker, last year, I had the honor with the President of our country, President Cyril Ramaphosa, and said to our President, we can't allow Zamazamas to hold people of Gauteng hostage. The President listened to us. As I'm speaking to you, Madam Speaker, the President deployed almost 800 soldiers. The President deployed almost 800 soldiers from November last year to January this year. We have broken the backbone of Zamazamas in Gauteng, and all the soldiers have ensured that all those particular Zamazamas are displaced down there. I'm proud that almost 840 Zamazamas have been arrested and deported, and almost 2,000 illegal miners have been removed from our region of Boksburg, Dobsonville, Kagiso, Gauteng, Krugersdorp. But I said to the President, don't remove these soldiers. Keep them here because we want to convert these soldiers to also assist us in fighting crime in our province. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to pay tribute to this outstanding policeman of our province, Lieutenant General Elias Mawela. Lieutenant General Elias Mawela led the fight against crime in our province, introducing the most successful program called Okai Molao. We tried to persuade him not to leave when his contract expired, but due to family commitment, he has left the service, and I want to declare this. General Mawela, Oboza wena, and will forever acknowledge you. I want to wish the acting commissioner, Major General Ntombi, the best of luck in his new task to defend the people of Gauteng. Madam Speaker, our women and children can't be attacked the way they are attacked in our province. We are leading with the statistics of gender-based violence. We are happy that the police have done their work and arrested a man that killed 6 women in the CBD of our town. These women were brutally murdered by this gentleman. We want to extend our sincere condolences to the families of these women, and we want to urge law enforcement agencies to leave no stone unturned to ensure that this gentleman is sent to prison. We are now increasing our support on gender-based violence. The government that I have the honor to lead has donated 31 new cars to the Sexual Offensives Unit of the South African Police Service so that all our women must feel safe in our province, and any woman that is attacked, the police must have dedicated cars to go and defend our women and children in our province. We've concluded the process of identifying safe houses for our women and our children so that our province can be safe. I want to state this message by Gilbrand when he said, "No sunrise will find us where sunset left us. Days are never counted backwards. We'll continue to do good in our province." Madam Speaker, last year around this time, we made pronouncement about our new e-security plan. We were ridiculed. There are some members even insulted us to say this is nothing else but a pie in the sky. We said to them, you can't have Gauteng the way it is, and you don't have an A wing that is dedicated to Gauteng. I'm proud to report back that as the Gauteng Provincial Government, we have added 3 new helicopters to the A wing of the police so that we can respond as quickly as possible when there is crime in our province. We are indeed proud that we are on the verge of adding another 2 helicopters. These helicopters have assisted us in dispelling 17 cash-in-transit robberies. They've also assisted the police in fighting zamazamas, and they've recovered close to 1,800 stolen cars in our province. I want to thank the new Air Wing for their dedication and commitment. We further said, and our enemies didn't believe us, when we said every inch of our province will have a camera so that there is no crime that takes place in our province, and we say we don't know. And we are proud that to date, with our partnership with Business Against Crime, Sanral, Vumakem, Tintswalo, a partner from Ekurhuleni Municipality, and many other private companies, we are now rolling out 8,400 CCTV cameras across our province so that we can protect our citizens. Those who thought we were dreaming, the message is simple. You will no sunrise will find us where sunset left us. Days are never counted backward. We are proud that we made a commitment that will unleash e-panic buttons so that our people can be safe at any time they want police to come and assist them when they are attacked. Every day, our people are marked. Every day, our people in their own houses are attacked. Every day, our people are scared to go to shops. We have finalized the pilot project of e-panic button. Anyone that has a smartphone can go to an app store and download GPG panic button. When you press that panic button, when you are under siege or under attack, we'll have close to 17,000 law enforcement agencies that will come to your rescue and assist you. I want to thank the private security companies. At no cost, they've agreed to participate in this project. And I want to thank all municipalities that are bringing their traffic corps and their law enforcement agencies so that the future for our e-panic button can ensure that every Gauteng citizen can be safe wherever they are in our province. We are indeed excited with this initiative, and the 1st of April will see the massification of the e-panic button. This is nothing else but an affirmation of this mantra: less talk, more work. In order to fight crime in our province, the motor vehicle is at the center of all these criminals. Stolen, hijacked cars are central to crimes that are committed in our province. The majority of these vehicles use fake number plates. The majority of these vehicles duplicate number plates. Fortunately, the current number plate system that we have is running out of numeric letters, and we need to introduce new number plates in our province so that we can strengthen our fight against crime in this province. The National Department of Transport has developed a draft legislation to ensure that this introduction is common across all the 9 provinces, and as soon as the Minister of Transport concurs to this legislation, Gauteng will be ready to ensure that we introduce new number plates to avoid criminals using wrong things to commit crime in our province. No sunrise will find us where sunset left us. Days are never counted backward. We work hard to ensure that Gauteng is safe. Madam Speaker, we made a commitment that we are going to improve our townships, informal settlements, and hostels. When we addressed this house, there were 6 hostels that were stinking, 6 hostels that water was flowing freely, 6 hostels that they didn't have sanitations, 6 hostels where members were washing with cold water in winter, 6 hostels that they didn't have sanitation. I'm proud to report back that in all these 6 hostels, the government that I have the honor to lead has improved all these hostels, and all these hostels are performing. We are now challenging municipalities. Municipalities, you have your own hostels. Municipalities, you have your own hostels that are accountable to you. From Mamelodi, Kagiso, Katoras, we are urging all these municipalities to improve these hostels. to Izinduna that are in this house here, that are my guests. Your lives in the hostels will change for better. Your lives in the hostels will be treated with dignity. Your life in the hostels will be treated like human beings. Your life in the hostels will get free data, free Wi-Fi, like any other person that needs that particular services in your areas. We are proud of these interventions. Ladies and gentlemen, we are products of townships. Our townships represent who we are and where we come from. Our townships remain a special place, and our townships need to be improved. We are saddened by the state of our townships. The government that I have the honor to lead want to change these situations. We can't allow our townships to go down the way they are, and we are committing ourselves to make the following interventions. You can have so many young people that are unemployed in the townships, whereas at the same time, you have an infrastructure that is collapsing. We have taken a decision to identify 40,000 unemployed people in the township. We are going to train them to be artisans. We are going to train them to be electricians. We are going to train them to be electricians. We are going to train all people that are unemployed. We've made an agreement with TVET colleges and skills development centers so that all people that don't have skills in the township, we can train them, we can give them a stipend, and they can come and improve our township as part of our development in this area. So, ngine crash namalova selokishini. Wonke amalova asemdeni Phiri Mapetla Msawawa. Wonke amalova aseKatoras. Wonke amalova aseMawika. Wonke amalova aseTsakwatsaduza. Wonke amalova aseMansiville Kagiso. Wonke amalova aseGutsong. Wonke amalova aseKaslamakasi Kaslamateniso 1632 Tembisa Mambiza. We are saying to Amalova, we want to train you to be artisans. We want to train you to be electricians. We want to train you as plumbers. The government that I have the honor is setting aside almost 3.2 billion rands to improve our townships and ensure that Amalova go and work in our townships and improve our investment in our townships. We are indeed proud that almost 40,000 young people who today are relying on social grants, who today are asking their parents for money, who today are only relying on handouts from other family members, the 40,000 will get job opportunity from the government of Gauteng. We are indeed proud of these interventions. Informal settlements must come to an end. We can have so many informal settlements in our province. We've got almost 700 informal settlements in our This is our plan on how to deal with informal settlement. The government that I have the honor to lead has bought hectares and hectares of land in our province. We have started a process of ensuring that we tar those particular land sites, we put water, we put electricity, we also put sewer, so that young people that need houses will be allocated sites and they can build their own houses and move out of informal land as part of our Gauteng program. We want to thank the Department of Human Settlement for this intervention. We now have 20 megawatts or mega settlements where we are diminishing and destroying informal settlement, and new houses are rising from those informal settlement, so that we can be a generation that will let go of informal settlement. Madam Speaker, we are indeed saddened by the state of local authorities in our province. We are indeed saddened that some of our municipalities are on the verge of collapsing. There are some municipalities that can't even submit financial records to the Auditor General. There are some municipalities, they can't even provide water to our citizens. There are some municipalities have turned our province to be a dumping rubbish province because of refuse that is not collected. We want to declare the following. Any municipality that can collect rubbish or refuse, we as the provincial government, we are going to appoint, pick it up here in Johannesburg, where there is refuse that was not collected, we will go there and collect it and ensure that Gauteng is clean. We can't leave our province to be so dirty and unattended. We are proud that we've approached Rand Water, and Rand Water is ready. If a municipality can provide clean water, Rand Water will step in on our behalf and go and provide clean water to our communities in those areas. Madam Speaker, the government that I have the honor to lead has identified almost 120 roads that are bad roads in our province. We have identified 40 roads in Sidibeng, 40 roads in the West Rand, and 40 roads in Ekurhuleni. We want to declare to these municipalities, if you can't fix those particular roads, the Gauteng Provincial Government will intervene and go and improve those particular roads so that our people can live in a better environment. We are doing this to ensure that there is no area in our province that can be better, and there's no area in our province can't service our people the way they need services. We are also intervening in what we call strategic areas. We appointed a commission of inquiry to look at the illegal buildings in the CBD. When we appointed this commission of inquiry, again our enemies who don't have foresight accused us of wasting money. We are proud that in the first 3 days, something that the police could not crack to say who was responsible for setting fire that killed 77 people, in this commission of inquiry, someone came to confess that they are the one that set that fire. This demonstrates the need for us to intervene on this matter. You can't have 77 people dying and we say we don't know why they died. We are proud that this commission has executed its work. But we need to intervene in Johannesburg. We need to intervene there. There is a street there called Small Street. We are now taking over that particular street. We are permanently deploying close to 450 law enforcement agencies. We are now setting up CCTV cameras in that street as we start the process to reclaim the CBD of Johannesburg and many other CBDs in our province. We are now endorsing the decision and the court decision that has been taken by Johannesburg Metropolitan and Tshwane Municipality. Any illegal building in our CBD, if no one accounts for it, we must take it over as government so that we improve our CBDs in all the areas of our province. We are also finalizing a very important aspect in dealing with all our CBDs in our province. We want to reclaim, improve, and ensure that all these particular CBDs are better off. Madam Speaker, in the last financial year, the Gauteng Provincial Government has demonstrated its capability to manage finances in our province. Of all the 10 government departments in our province, 6 of our departments received clean audits from the reports of the Auditor General. This 6 is the Office of the Premier, Education, Economic Development, eGov, Finance, and COCTA. And the remaining 4 also received unqualified audit opinion, thus making all our departments to receive 100% clean audits in our province. A demonstration that the leadership of this particular province is indeed leading the province to the right direction. I said right direction, MEC Mai. Madam Speaker, we are also proud that our departments, as part of ensuring that SMMEs are paid on time, all our departments, barring 2 departments, are now paying service providers within 30 days. We are now moving to 15 days to ensure that all service providers are indeed. But listen to this. as part of improving township economy. The Gauteng Provincial Government in the last 3 years has bought goods and services to the tune of 15 billion from township businesses and SMMEs in the township, thus improving the state of our economies in all our townships. It is not about spending as well. It's about revenue enhancement. We are proud that our revenue strategy and our new revenue unit have managed to collect 32 billion rands to bolster our revenue collection in our province. So we are proud that we are running a department and a government that is not bankrupt and a government that is willing to make an intervention. Madam Speaker, the issue of energy in our province is a serious issue. Load shedding is affecting the performance of the economy, and it's also inconveniencing our families. Load shedding must be removed, and we must urge national government to move with speed to ensure that load shedding is eliminated completely. But unfortunately, as a provincial government, we have no role on the energy aspect. But after extensive consultation with the energy sector, we developed our own energy response crisis plan. We developed our plan to ensure that those without electricity in our province get access to electricity. In our last SOPA, we made a commitment of allocating 1.2 billion to fund our intervention in financing energy solutions in our province. Only to find that there are communities for the last 3 years, they never have access to electricity, not because of load shedding, because there was a concerted effort to destroy, damage, and steal transformers. The government that I have the honor to lead intervened. And in townships that there were no transformers, in areas where transformers were stolen, we appointed City Power. We further appointed ESCOM to intervene on our behalf, and we are proud to declare that in the last 5 months, close to 37,000 households that didn't have electricity, through our intervention, today they have electricity because we have replaced those transformers. Honorable members, when we addressed you almost 12 months ago, we committed to go and hunt for any form of energy anywhere, anyhow. We committed to ensure that those independent power producers, if they are available to make that energy available, will do so. We committed that any power plant that is not working and was abandoned in our province will reignite that power plant and bring it back to the main grid. We are proud today, as I address you, hardly 5 months, we are ready from the 1st of April to release 100 megawatts of electricity back to the grid in our partnership with City Power in our province. In the next financial year, we'll increase this to 300 megawatts. Member Msimang. no sunrise. No sunrise will find us where sunset left us. Days are never counted backwards. Less talk, more work. Honourable members, there are 13 informal settlements in our province. This informal settlement, they've never had electricity ever since they were established. Municipalities after municipalities ignored these informal settlements. Starting with Alexander, we are building 14 microgrid solar plants to ignite electricity in this 14 informal settlement from the 1st of April so that these communities can also have access to electricity. We are proud, people of Tsepiso, people of Ramaphosa, people of Soul City, Honingklap, Wedela, Kokosi, Hudson South, electricity is coming to you. Lelona lebato. You deserve to have electricity. We finalized the signing of independent power producers who are going to produce 800 megawatts in Mirafum Farm in the Western. We have now concluded this, and we are also having other solar farms across the province. We are, Honourable Member Msima, chasing 3,000 megawatts so that we can take Gauteng out of load shedding. We are looking for this, and with the partnership with Eskom and the partnership with City Power, we are on course to get extra energy for the people of Gauteng. But we want to send this message to Eskom. Let's work together, not against each other. It saddens me that last night, the people of Pinville, the electricity was switched off by Eskom without even consulting that community or speaking to that community. It is this behavior that must be stopped, and Eskom must ensure that they work with our communities, not against our communities. Health remains a strategic area of our interest. We have now increased the budget of health to be the highest budget in our province. This is because we want to change the health system in our province for good. We are now introducing one file, one patient, so that only people that are authorized to access our hospital can access our hospitals, and we can have their records, who they are, where they come from, so that they don't burden our health facilities. So we're migrating all our health facilities to a paperless platform, starting with Mamelodi Regional Hospital, so that each and every patient will have an electronic file, and each and every patient, we can send medication to them. They don't have to come to our medical plants so that they can relieve the long queues in our province. But you will not improve health if the surgical backlog is so long. The surgical backlog is too much in our province. Our MEC met with medical experts. They committed themselves on what they term marathon surgeries until the backlog is eliminated. Since this program was introduced, our surgical backlog has been reduced from 37,000 to 11,000, and by the end of March, it will be eliminated completely so that our health system is in a better place. We want to send this message to our president, President Cyril Ramaphosa. There is a document on your table. That document will ensure every South African have access to medical help, whether they've got medical aid or they don't have a medical aid. That document will ensure that there's no South African, when they run out of their medical aid, they can't be treated. That document will ensure that all South Africans, even at the accident scenes, no one is going to be left there because they don't have medical aid. We are urging the president to sign the National Health Insurance so that everyone can have access to quality health system in our province. We are ready to improve our hospitals so that we can deal with this. Listen to this. With the assistance of Workers' Investment Portfolio, we've just signed an agreement that will see the Gauteng Government buying back 18 private hospitals in our province, and we will convert them to public hospitals so that we are ready for the National Health Insurance. This investment with National Workers' Fund, we believe, will go a long way to ensure that our health system is improved in our province. But we want to send this message to our nurses and doctors. Even if people don't appreciate it, during COVID, during many difficulties, you executed your responsibilities with pride. We want to take this opportunity to salute our nurses, our doctors, and all workers in all our medical facilities. You are the best. We are proud of you. We will give you all the support you need to improve the health system of our province. Sipispane. Sipispane. Honourable members, we know it's the economy that must create jobs. Honourable members, we know it's when you create an environment that is conducive for the economy to prosper that will create jobs. But we'll never fold our arms when our people are going through difficulties in terms of unemployment. On the 16th of June, we advertised 13,000 jobs for our people to apply for these jobs. We received close to 1.3 million applications for these 13,000 jobs. We even broke the record of TikTok. When we advertised this post, 36 million viewers went through on how to apply for a nurse Hispani on TikTok platform and many other platforms. This is an indication that unless we intervene as government in creating jobs, we are going to fail our young people and those that are looking for jobs in our province. Today, they are all here. They are here as my guests. A year ago, they were unemployed. A year ago, they were asking for donations. A year ago, they were asking their parents to take care of their children. Today, 90,000 of them, can fill F&B Stadium as employed young people who don't want handouts. Today, they are getting a salary every month thanks to this government of the African National Congress in our province. SOPA. We are proud. We are proud to declare 40,000 young people who were not successful in SOPA. The government of Gauteng that I have the honor to lead have analyzed your applications. Your problems are not lack of jobs. Your problems is that you have not concluded your skills. And that is the reason why you can't get a job. And we are proud as the Gauteng government that we have taken this decision. All those that have applied for SOPA and they were in their last year in terms of their degrees and they could not conclude their degrees, the government that I have the honor to lead will pay for their fees so that they can go and conclude their degrees and ensure that they finish and have their honor. There are those who can't qualify and graduate because they've got outstanding debts with universities. Again, the government that I have the honor to lead, those that applied for SOPA and can't get their degrees and their qualifications because they owe universities, the government that I have the honor to lead will settle those debts so that we can release you and finalize and conclude your studies. We are proud. We are proud as this government. We are proud as this government that we have set aside 546 million rands to ensure that every student that is number 1, number 2, number 3, in each and every school in our township, we give them bursaries to conclude their studies and come back and work in our province in Gauteng. No sunrise will find us where sunset left us. Days are never counted backward. Let's talk more work. Honourable members, there were 32,000 young people that their contracts came to an end from a program of national government. 32,000 of these young people were added on an unemployment list. 32,000 of these young people's future came to a crashing end. We are proud. We convened these young people at Dobsonville Stadium on 11th of February. We converted their unemployment status to employment status for the next 6 months until the national government concludes on the future of these young people. Will not allow young people's future to be disrupted purely because of the challenges of government. So going forward, we are taking SOPA to the next level. We are partnering with all departments of higher education, the Department of Labor. We are concluding a process of identifying close to 40,000 young people that will be enrolled on a training program of national government so that these 40,000 young people can get an opportunity in their lives. We are working with TVET colleges and other training institutions for this to happen. We want to thank Diageo for providing 40,000 driver's licenses free of charge to 10,000 of our young people that didn't have driver's licenses in our province. Those that have graduated out of this program, are now part of Uber SA, Bolt SA, Take a Lot, and other institutions that have accommodated them. Ladies and gentlemen, he was a hero. He was an icon. In some instances, we are who we are because of his music. We are who we are because of his contribution. When the apartheid regime couldn't allow free political activities, he used his movies, he used his stage shows, he used his performances to spread the message against apartheid. He was indeed an icon. Mbongeni Ngema deserves special recognition in the history of our country, in the history of arts. We want to urge the family of Mbongeni Ngema to allow us to honor this giant of our entertainment industry. We want to plead with this family for us to have an annual lecture on Mbongeni Ngema, but also to rename a new hospital that we are going to build in Davidton to be named Mbongeni Ngema, including a new school that we are going to. Mbongeni Ngema was too special. The music industry have lost a giant, and we remain hopeful that the family of Mbongeni Ngema will accept this gesture. We are also worried to see the house of our founding President Mandela in a state that it is. The house of President Mandela is in a bad state, and this is embarrassing. This is hurtful. Even though we don't want to interfere in the family affairs of Mandela, we really believe the house of our founding president can't be left unattended in that particular fashion. We have now taken a decision that we'll meet with the family so that that house can be restored to its original state and can be a house that can be utilized again as an honor to that family. When days are dark, friends are few. This provincial government stood with Bafana Bafana and backed them financially when everyone was not supporting Bafana Bafana. We were the proud host of 2 Bafana Bafana matches. We were the proud host of AFCON qualifier. When SAFA needed a sponsor to host the COSAFA tournament, when other provinces rejected Bafana Bafana, we intervened and the COSAFA tournament continued because of the investment of this government. We are indeed proud that there is a return on investment, and we want to congratulate Bafana Bafana for attaining bronze medal, and we wish them well as they start the journey for the World Cup. We also wish Banyana well as they continue to play well in our province. We are bringing back a marathon that we call City to City Marathon in Gauteng. This ultra marathon, we believe, will create opportunities for athletes. It's a marathon that will also create opportunities for those that want to deal with issues of sport in our province. This marathon was discontinued many years ago, and we want to bring it back so that it can be successful again in our province. because of drug abuse. It is Professor Musibudi Mangena who captured this challenge when he said in the Sunday World of the 18th of February, there is no way our country will be able to deal with widespread crimes of murder, rape, assault, gender-based violence if we can't handle drugs and alcohol and ensure that they are eliminated in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can't defeat drugs, if we can't protect our young people will be history. We are proud, since we stepped in as the Gauteng Provincial Government, we've managed to engage 15,832 beneficiaries of drug abuse who are now willing to change and be rehabilitated so that they can start their lives afresh. We are further proud that we made Clinics Health Group has made hospitals available to assist those that are going through difficulties of drugs. Together with the police, we've arrested close to 700 people that are selling drugs in our province, and we've attended to almost 200 sites that are selling drugs in our province. We really believe the struggle against drugs must be defeated. E-tolls are a system that was introduced in our province by national government on the basis that we wanted to improve our road network. We've now reached a stage where we all accept that the people of Gauteng have rejected e-tolls. When I addressed this House, I declared that e-tolls are history. We had a meeting with all affected parties. We held a meeting with the Minister of Finance. We also held a meeting with the Minister of Transport. All of us now have reached an agreement that by the 31st of March this year, the formal process to switch off and de-link e-tolls will begin, and e-tolls will be history in our province. The Minister of Finance will elaborate on this subject. Madam Speaker, we want to be part of a generation that will end poverty. Madam Speaker, we want to be part of a generation that will end HIV. Madam Speaker, we want to be part of a generation that will destroy shackles of poverty. We want to be part of a generation that will ensure hospitals are hospitals, schools are schools. We want to be part of a generation that will build speed trains and expand Gautrain in all our province. We want to be part of a generation that will build super highways and new bridges in our province. We want to be part of a generation that will ensure that crime is eliminated and our people are employed. We want to be part of a generation that will ensure that informal settlements are history and our townships are a better place. We commit ourselves to be part of this generation, and we commit ourselves to build this generation. And we know for us to achieve these goals, there are some people that will insult us. There are some people that will ridicule us. This poem captures the essence of our response to these doomsayers. It says, love them, anyway. Great ideas are blocked by jealous people. Love them anyway. Honesty and kindness may make you vulnerable.
Her back. Can please, if you found the black, can it be forwarded to the table assistants, because that guest will not be able to drive back home because there are car keys in that bag. And I know that as honorable citizens, will bring back the bag. Honorable members, we have come to the end of our sitting for today. Our next sitting will be on Thursday, the 22nd of February 2024 at 10 hours sharp, and the sitting will be held at the Gauteng Provincial Legislature. The sitting is now adjourned. Thank you very much.